All right, guys, welcome back. This is AmiPolizeiFunk here, and I am very happy that it is Sunday night at 8 p.m. GMT, because that means it's time for Sunday Night Fights. We got episode number 2 here, our first actual best of 5 between two players. This is going to be Aimstrong and Symbiosis coming up with you guys, and we have a special guest tonight to give us the tactical analysis. Let me welcome to the show. You either love him or hate him. The polarizing element. It's Razor. How you doing, Razor?
Not too bad, Ami. Thanks for that interesting welcome. I think most people love me. I don't think anyone hates me.
Well, we can all live in our own fantasy worlds. I think everybody loves me too, but I know it ain't true. Also, of course, welcome to the show, my cohort, my partner in crime, my drinking buddy. Crack up the scotch. It's Yoink. How you doing, Yoink?
Hey, what's going on, Ami? Razor, good to be here on this Sunday evening. Looking for some awesome games today on two very cool maps.
That's right. We get to premiere these wonderful maps on SNF. It's going to be Argenton Crossroads by White Flash Reborn for games 1 and 2. And then we're going to move over to Bois du Châtelet by Uncle Sam for games 3 and 4. These are tried, true, tested, and balanced maps that have been around for probably at least a year now. We ran this whole forum to get a lot of feedback on them and tune them. They've been revised a million times. So I am really thrilled to see brand new maps on Sunday Night Fights. Semois, I'm sorry, buddy, but you get a break. Semois over sitting in the corner saying, "Oh, come on, guys. What about the church?" I'm like, "No, sorry, buddy. Church can take a break. You got to rebuild it. Fix those piers and pews." Okay, so here we are. This is going to be the first contender bout, if NTD will show us last week's qualifier tournament. This was the first quali tourney, is what we're calling them. And hey, before I forget, it's 8 p.m. GMT. Not only does that mean SNF has started, but it also means right now the sign-ups for the next qualifying tournament are now open. So if you go to co2.org, to the main portal, you will see a little flash post there, the first one at the top with a big link going to the specific sign-up on Binary Beast for the second quali tournament, which will be next Sunday. So the first quali tourney has been completed, and in the end of that we have, you saw last week, Fireball and Aimstrong in the top bracket, and DevM and Symbiosis in the bottom bracket. Symbi took him out 2-0, and Aimstrong was down 1-0 against Alliage, but somehow managed to finagle a comeback and take that series 2-1. So we'll be seeing right there, you see it, the contender bout number 1. These players have already won money. If they win tonight, they're going to win more money, and they're going to go on to a spot in the Final Four where they will eventually have a chance at the title and that GTX 680. Got to give a shout out to our sponsors, NVIDIA, Relic, THQ, and of course co2.org for providing the prize pool. Razor, you were checking out some of these games and even playing on these maps. What do you think, man? You thumbs up for custom maps on SNF?
Yeah, absolutely. I got to say, I've spent the last 4 hours or so playing games on these maps, and they are great. They are Argentan Crossroads especially. Fantastic map, really interesting dynamics on that. Bois du Châtelet, little bit less dynamic, I think, a little bit more run into each other over and over again headlong, but it should be interesting to see what these players can do on these maps, especially Aimstrong, because he usually comes up with something crazy.
What I like about Bois is that you've got these 3 sort of alleys. There's that one straight up the middle of the road, but then there are these really far extremities on the left and the right, and players have to really be able to shift their forces left or right, or decide which of those corners they're going to go for, because there's some serious resources off in the corners. But we're going to see how that plays out in Game 3. Right now, if NTD would take us to the fight card. Yoink, man. Have you seen this fight card? What do you think of this from our artists? And I mean, Aimstrong, the guy went to a professional photo studio. He looks like a killer.
This fight card, it looks like something that you would see at a professional MMA fight, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, we got Symbi wearing the tape there. And we got Aimstrong with his arms crossed like it ain't nobody's business stepping up to him. Symbiosis is going to be representing Holland. Aimstrong representing Denmark. We have a all sort of Northern European fight here. And I just think, you know, these guys really want to win this. You know, okay, we've got a decent prize pool. It's twice as much as we had last season, and that's pretty cool. But this is the big stage. You know, everybody's watching you. I'm sure that they're probably in chat now. They played the games earlier, but don't you guys say a goddamn word. You're not allowed to talk. You just keep your mouth shut. No spoilers. We've had General Hell helping us with this. He has compiled a pack of replays that no matter how far it goes, I saw 5 games in there, so we have absolutely no idea. The casters aren't spoiled. Hopefully none of the fans are spoiled. If you talk any nonsense, we'll ban you immediately. We've got our guys watching the chat. So these two are ready to knock each other's lights out, and I wonder if there's going to be nerves here. Razor, do you think there's a difference? I mean, Symbi's kind of like newer to the scene, and Aimstrong's a little bit more of a seasoned veteran. Do you think that's going to come into play in this best of 5?
You might think so, but Symbiosis has done so well recently. In pretty much any tournament you put him in, he's come through strong. He was down 1-0 against Zephyr, the man, the legend, in the qualifier tournament. Came back, pounded him, absolutely pounded him 2 games in a row, which there's maybe like 3 players ever in COH history who can say they do that. So I think Symbiosis has got good nerves. I think he'll stay focused, stay calm, and he's my tip to win it.
Wow, all right. We got the tip from Razor. Love to see you guys' tips in the chat. I hope to see more tips in the forums. We had the Kotu.org news post presenting this fight card to you guys and hyping this event, and we didn't have that many posts like with predictions. You know, next time, I don't know, I might have to throw you a curveball and say the guy who gets it right, you know, gets a beta key or something like that, because I want to see a lot more posts in there. Of course, we don't have a poll system yet, but we're working on it. We're working on it. We'll have that stuff for you guys soon. We would even like to have some fantasy betting or something like that. Would be a lot of fun. But speaking of beta keys, of course, Company of Heroes beta is getting closer and closer day by day. We have a guarantee from various Relic devs that we're going to see it in 2013. And guess what? There's only like 5 weeks left in 2013. So, sorry, 2012. So it's coming soon. You know, I can't tell you when it's going to be exactly. I don't even think I really know. I don't know if anybody really knows the exact date, but it is coming very soon. And I can tell you these beta keys, these closed early beta keys, are getting harder and harder to come by. Last week we gave away 20. This week we only have 5 to give away. And we'll be doing that right at the beginning of the second game, so you're going to have to stick with us through the whole show. We're going to do 1 a game, or if it only goes 3, we'll have to give a bunch away at the end. But we do have a few beta keys for you today. Thank you, Marcus, for getting in touch with Lynx. Thank you, Lynx, who's at home in Indiana enjoying his Thanksgiving holiday, for taking the time to dig us up those couple of keys for our viewers tonight. So we'll do the same thing. The way that you win a beta key here on Sunday Night Fights channel, Yoink, can you explain it to him, please?
Well, it is a complicated process by which our 99 monkeys that work in the back of the Sunday Night Fights offices have 99 little rolling machines where numbers pop out. And no, I'm kidding. It's just a lottery system. You put your name in to the lottery system by being a subscriber, a follower of our Twitch TV channel, which if you are watching this cast right now, you can see in the upper right-hand corner of Twitch TV, twitch.tv, there is a button that says follow, or if you've already pressed it, it should say following. If you are watching us and you're signed in to Twitch TV and it says following up there, that means you are automatically entered into our magic machine that picks names out for winners of beta keys, which we will start doing after Game 2.
After the beginning of Game 2, after Game 1, right on. All right, Yoink, thank you for the monkey description. I will send you off to properly install the custom maps. Hope you get that all sorted out before Game 2.
It's done. I got it. It's okay.
All right, you're up to speed. Okay, cool. How's the weather in Los Angeles this morning?
I haven't been outside yet.
You have no idea. All right, well, keep those blinders and curtains down, because we don't care about the outside world. We care about the virtual world here, and we care about Argenton Crossroads. So, Razor, if you are ready, Entity, if you will bring us into the game, I think it's about time to get this party started right. Razor, who would you like to follow?
I'm going to be following Symbiosis as my tip to win it. I want to watch him play.
Okay, you wanna hack his skills, right? Razor, are we going to see you in one of these qualifier tournaments?
I know that I'm definitely going to be signing up to this second qualifier tournament, and I know that the old school Nuvion that some people might remember is also going to be signing up, so hopefully some of the older players can come back.
I mean, you need to sign up like now. Those spots are going to go. Do you want to take a second and do that? I can wait. I mean, I want to see you in the tournament, but that's happening right now. You realize that?
The people want to listen to the cast. I'm sure I'll sign up and then hopefully get a slot.
I don't. There's just 24 slots. I mean, General Hell maybe an update. I don't know how many have gone already in the time that we've been talking, but I mean that's a very limited amount of guaranteed spots. I mean, last time we had a lot of no-shows, so everybody that actually signed up got to play. But I think that that's going to get harder and harder as the time goes by. So anyway, Razor, you might want to tab out and sign up. It's just click one button. I don't know if you've got an account yet on Binary Beast.
I don't know, man. I think we should just get the show underway.
All right, priorities for the fans. Razor's gonna delay his sign up. I bet you those first 24 will be long gone by the end of this show, but maybe I'll have a chance at the break. So I guess we should just get this thing started. I'm paused at 5 seconds. I'm following Simon, who is, of course, Aimstrong, who just looked like such a badass in that fight card. I just love that he took such a great photo for us, and for all the fans, he has set the bar so high, though, that I dread getting photos from players for the rest of the season, because it is going to be a huge pain in the ass, because they're all going to pale by comparison to his pick. So players, you've got your work set out for you. The bar has been raised in fight card photography by Sir Simon, Mr. Aimstrong. So I'm pausing 5 seconds, Razor. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Fans in Twitch TV land, are you ready? Talking about roller coaster tycoon. Okay. All right, time to concentrate on the game. I'm going to unpause in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unpause. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I love Roller Coaster Tycoon. That is a great game. Anyway,
I love anything having to do with roller coasters.
COH. Then we've got this new map. Not a lot of people have necessarily seen it. Argentine Crossroads. I want to take a quick second while the early game's going on to have a look at it and see what the sort of tactical nuances of it are. Going to start off looking on the far left. It's quite interesting. On the far left and the far right, there are these very extreme alleys down the side where you can sneak units round to flank things. And then if you look slowly into this graveyard area, huge amounts of heavy cover. There's not that much important around there apart from the fuel points. But the VP as well is in that point. Lots of heavy cover, very slow fighting through there because you can move from heavy cover to heavy cover. Very difficult to use an MG effectively there. As you come further across the map towards the middle...
Sorry to interrupt you. Maybe NTD could show us a little tactical map and get the general resource layout before you move to the middle and the right.
That's true. If you look at the tactical map, you can see there's the 10 and 5 fuels are close to each other with the munitions. Those are the main areas of contention. And then the other points are generally pretty close to your base, difficult to capture. It looks on the tactical map as if those cut-off points near the base might be vulnerable, but it is so close to the base it's very difficult to hold them.
All right, so back to the real map. In the middle, we've seen some action already. He being capped.
Pioneer team ready.
We captured munition location. The objective is ours.
Pioneers reporting.
Where'd I go? Mic check.
Are you okay there, Ami? You hear me?
Am I good? Yeah. Yeah, but I thought you were going to talk to us about the middle of the map.
Yep, sorry, yeah, the middle of the map, if you come across towards the VP, again, lots of heavy cover, strong houses on either side, which are good positions for MGs. It's much better to use your MGs around this middle point if possible. Going across further, again, you have the other VP area surrounded again by heavy cover. Very difficult to engage there. These 2 points around the VPs on either side will be where most of the fighting happens, as we can see right now with the first engagement. Engineers against Pioneers. Immediately, lots of heavy cover around. Very easy to fight from heavy cover.
Maybe NTD could give us a time sync. I think something strange happened in the Matrix there. I don't know if I'm in sync. NTD, can you give us a count real quick? All right, I'm back up to speed. Thank you very much, NTD. I was a good 5 or 6 seconds behind. Wow, big engagement here, but that's 2 Volks on 1 rifle, it looks like. I mean, Symbi's got to run from this.
Yeah, he had to run, but what he did first was he focus fired the Pioneers down and actually outright killed the squad before it could get away. That was a great play.
Impressive. Look at them in their pools of blood there. Gruesome, writhing in agony.
And you can also see on the very far left here, that engineer squad hiding, right as I said, in those very extreme alleyways, which you can't see from any of the points, even with, I think, advanced warning from defensive doctrine. And he's going to leave them there, and I bet you he upgrades flamers and flanks something.
Oh my goodness, look at them, way out beyond that gate of the graveyard. Yeah, they are being real sneaky and hiding, aren't they? I've got Fog of War on right now, and I do not see them at all. Those Pios that are laying mines by the left VP do not have Viz on the NGs out on the wing.
Yeah, and you see they're now flanking around the side and the back, and no idea. Aimstrong had no idea they were there. They've come in. If he had an MG set up, it would be toast straight away. He'd have to retreat it. But again, you can see what I mean about the heavy cover. Very slow engagements around here.
This could be a disaster for Symbi. These rifles are moving in and might set up this mine off. These flamers, how in the world has nobody stepped on that anti-personnel mine that is sitting right there while the flamers cap the +10 fuel up there? That is bound to go off any second. Now here it goes! 3 rifles dead, 2 engineers dead. The flamer is down to almost no health. He should probably... Oh, look at that. He just retreats that whole bunch. Doesn't want to lose any of those guys. Very nice early mines from Aimstrong, and now he's going to come out and work with the sniper.
Yeah, great mine positioning, really. I mean, there's those choke points around the graveyard. Very good for mine positioning. And we see an early sniper from Aimstrong as well. He's going to try and play it safe, use the heavy cover, use the sniper to win the manpower war, and whittle away on Symbiosis' rifleman.
I heard that loud recoil of the sniper rifle as he fires his first shot. He's already got 4 kills. Good grief. He's gotten right into the action.
In response, though, we have Symbiosis is rushing bars. They're going to be popping any second now. And you can he's positioning his units in pre-prepared flanking positions so that when the bars pop, he can come in on multiple angles, mow things down, and hopefully kill the sniper on retreat, maybe.
I don't know. This is an important push right here for the Americans. The Wehrmacht has had such a great opening, sending those squads off, sending those early flamers off, that their map control is looking so strong right now, probably better than the normal Wehrmacht map control at the moment. You can see Aimstrong backpedaling, leading all these guys into the MG. The flamers have to retreat. That's huge for Aimstrong because those flamers are a very strong offensive weapon at this stage of the game, and having them go home twice now is going to put Symbi at a very sort of difficult position.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way he can break the Wehrmacht position without the flamers getting those crits off, doing that big damage. So he's had to retreat, but at the same time he is managing to cap up that fuel and that VP, putting on a lot of pressure on the map at the moment.
And here we see Aimstrong moving in to sort of take advantage of his early lead, and he's decapping this +5 fuel in the center and sort of getting into American territory. Now, this map is very interesting because, you know, there's this road that goes across the middle sort of east to west, and sometimes that could be the front line. But then there's another sort of division that goes north to south, and that could be another front line, so we could get more of a sort of an Angeville split that's vertical. And so I'm always curious as to how it's going to go on this map, because you're never sure which way.
Yeah, in my experience with the map, this is normally how it plays out, with the focus going on the left-hand side. Because there are so many cover points on the left-hand side, the progression of both sides can move from cover to cover quite safely. The right-hand side, more difficult for the Wehrmacht to harass, obviously, because they need to keep their forces concentrated. But so far, Aimstrong's doing a good job. He's maintaining reasonable map control, reasonable income of all resources, and it'll be interesting to see if Symbiosis can break through.
Aimstrong's first Tier 2 unit is the SDKFC 251 half-track. He's going to come out and reinforce his infantry in the field. He's got these couple of Volk squads. He's been healing them, which is interesting. Sometimes you don't often see that, but Aimstrong has chosen to spend munis on healing his Volks. There are some in the center right now. You can see little white highlights under their feet. Means that they're healed up to 100%. And let's see, Symbi's going to, looks like he's trying to, well, he's sent forces in both directions. He's got guys going up to the left around the graveyard, and he's also got guys coming into the middle.
Yeah, you can see he's using that very far left path again. He's obviously played this map quite a bit. He knows what's going on. Oh, center, the half-track hits a mine, destroyed engine. That could go down just to bar fire if he concentrates on it.
Oh, it lost so much health. It's only got about 20% health left, and these bars, let's see, the Flamers haven't gotten a shot in. Here come another bar squad around this hedgerow, and let's see if they can actually finish off this half-track. Now the Flamers are coming in too, and if they could finish off this half-track with small arms fire, that would be a huge win for Symbiosis.
Yeah, it's going down. There's no way it's getting out. It's got a destroyed engine. It's going to move at like snail's pace. He's trying to do damage and hold them off, but it's definitely going down.
Oh, he's losing tons of folks now too. They're getting fried up by these Flamers. They've got to retreat, and this half-track's a sitting duck. And why was Aimstrong so aggressive going into enemy territory? I guess he just thought there would be no mine that deep, but he thought wrong.
It's a really unusual and smart mine. I mean, that is... You wouldn't expect someone to have quite such a defensive mine when they've been the aggressor the whole game, but great, fantastic mine from Symbiosis. The other thing about this map is the 16 munitions right next to your base means munitions aren't that much of an issue. You can spam the health packs, you can spam the mines, and you still have a solid income.
Looks like we've got a supply yard up for Symbiosis, but he's not immediately building any kind of motor pool. Sticking with these bars for a while, and, you know, it seems like... Well, it's gone back and forth. I mean, Aimstrong kind of blew it, giving away his first two-tier unit. He's got Grenadiers out now. But the advantage that it felt like he had in the very early game, I don't think he's been able to capitalize on. And right now, this is hands up in the air. It seems really 50-50 at the moment.
Obviously, the half-track going down is a huge win for Symbiosis, but the sniper's still alive for Aimstrong, and that's what's going to do most of his damage. It's just playing defensive. The sniper's going to do all the manpower damage. It has 16 kills at the moment, and it's going to get some more now. If that doesn't go down, there's going to be a huge manpower loss from Symbiosis throughout the game.
How does this sniper have 17 already? I mean, I think I've only seen 2 or 3 of them. He's been getting so much work in all over the map, and I just haven't even... I've been not aware of it. How did he get all those kills so fast? We're only 10 minutes in.
We have defused the mines.
He was picking away at a couple of squads whilst the half-track was going down. There was another push from Symbiosis on that side, using again that very far extreme alleyway up the side of the map.
Some nice sweeping by Aimstrong over here by this old Model T or whatever kind of old German car this is there, or French car that they're all huddled around. I think that Aimstrong has learned from his mistake with the mines and doesn't plan to fall for that again.
Yeah, it's a mark of a top-tier player, really, using the minesweepers and knowing where to check for them. You see that the difference between just below the top tier and the top tier is the number of mines you hit, the number of mines you sweep. I really think that's a huge issue these days.
I guess when you see your opponent go rifles and bars, it's like, why cloak your sniper, right? I mean, there is absolutely no fear of a counter snipe. You know, you can hear a Jeep coming a mile away. So this sniper has just been able to run around unchecked. Here the Flamers are approaching on his position. I don't know if Aimstrong sees it. Whoa, just as they were about to discover him, they redirect. Now they're direct again. Now they're right on top of him. Sniper, you gotta go, my friend.
I'm amazed he didn't die there. That's a lot of luck, and that also was just as Symbiosis' sniper is moving up onto the field, which has just been revealed as well.
Okay, we've entered the middle game now. 2 snipers on the field. Guys are going to have to stay careful. Let's see if these Flamers can survive this tough retreat. The MG was kind of behind that house and won't get to fire on them as they run, and it looks like they will make it back to their base.
Yeah, we've got Vet 2 Inf against Bars Weapon Support Center. Very classic matchup. It's going to come down to the snipers are going to be incredibly important in this game. Whoever loses their sniper allows the other person to inflict at least 7 or 8 shots and casualties if you don't play it correctly, and that can really cripple your manpower.
You know, last week Aimstrong lost the first game against Fireball, and it looked like he could just get wiped off the map by the incumbent SNF champion from Season 3. But he managed to get a win as allies, and then in Game 3, when everything was on the line, when Simon played Wehrmacht again, it was Vet Grenadiers. It was like, you know, tried, true, tested. You know, show me that you can beat this. And it looks like he is not messing around here either. Those Vet Grenadiers are back. They're already priority vet too. Let's see how Symbi tries to counter them.
Well, it's interesting how both players are playing it. They're taking pot shots with their snipers and then backing them up. Very, very difficult to kill a sniper if it's way far back, takes one shot, and then moves back again. So it looks like they're just trying to inflict manpower damage rather than getting counter snipes. Although we do see tier 3 coming up from Aimstrong, and there's no counter yet, although it looks like Symbiosis is getting ready to build a tank depot.
I mean, let's talk more about snipers. Sniper play in this patch has been so incredibly strong. You know, we've seen some 2v2s where the guys are running around with 3 or 4 snipers. Ridiculous, right? There have been a lot of complaints about it. But in 1v1, it's a very delicate thing, and I think that sniper tactics have advanced to the point where it's not really as much anymore about getting the counter snipe, although, of course, that's the top priority. It's more about inflicting damage while there is an enemy sniper on the field, like still getting your licks in.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. It's about continually inflicting the damage, because if they're taking pot shots out here and you don't get the counter snipe, you're just losing manpower, losing men for no apparent reason, keep after reinforcing. You really want to be able to return that, have your sniper maybe on the other side of the map. Especially as US, if you can pick off grenadiers, it's a much higher reinforcement cost than rifle.
Alright, well, where is Symbi's sniper? Because, you know, he's way up on the top left of the map. I'm going to bookmark these guys. I got Aimstrong sniper on 1. He's got 22. And Symbi's sniper's just sort of way up on the top left. And Aimstrong, knowing that, you know, can just open fire.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. If you're US, keep the sniper away, unless you think you can get a counter snipe, which against a player of Aimstrong's caliber, it's going to be very difficult. So it's just keeping it away and trying to pick off Grens, trying to inflict greater manpower damage. But Aimstrong playing it great.
Razor, do you hear what I hear on the field?
I think that's a Goliath.
It is indeed. That could be one way to scare off a sniper. I was watching some of Pepsi's streams. When he plays 2v2s, he loves to send a Goliath at a sniper position. And if you do, I mean, the objective is not necessarily to get him, but to just scare the hell out of him and get him to uncloak and then take the shot, you know, take the counter snipe shot or something. And look at this here, off he goes. He hears that Goliath, and that sniper's like, I'm out of dodge.
Well, not only that, now he's seen the Goliath, he is going to be terrified of going onto that side of the map in case he runs into the Goliath and loses a whole squad.
Oh my goodness, this rifle squad! Pull the trigger, Aimstrong! Wait, what? Oh my goodness, he decided not to pull the trigger. Is he going to go and try to repair that Goliath? That would be hilarious.
I don't even know if you can repair Goliaths, but I agree with his decision not blowing it up there, because now he has it cloaked. It's always a threat, and Symbiosis it's going to be now, because it's going to be cloaked in cover. So.
Look how quickly this Puma raced into the center to start working on these rifles in the house. They can't throw stickies from there. It's not that patch.
Yeah, it's not going to do any damage though. This is just a stalling tactic for Symbiosis, who's actually producing a Sherman at the moment. And I don't think we have a pack out, do we?
Has Symbi got 2 snipers, or just the 1?
Just the 1 at the moment. It's only got 5 kills, so it's being shown up a little bit by the Vermac sniper. Although I think he's coming across to try and counter snipe now in this house in the center.
There is no pack, but there is a Stug on the way.
Oh, I love Stugs. I love it when they have Stug versus Sherman fights. Those are excellent. Neither side having AT guns obviously favours the Sherman if it's microed well, because you can just circle strafe the Stug. But no multiple from Symbiosis. He doesn't have the ability to build AT guns, whereas Aimstrong can. So in an out-and-out Tier 3 versus Tier 4 battle, I think that Aimstrong has the advantage there.
And the first Sherman hits the field, and here comes the... It's either a new Goliath or he repaired it. He must have repaired it. There were engineers over there. That Goliath is fully healthy now, and these snipers are actually sort of dancing around each other a bit now.
Oh, sick counter snipe.
Oh, man! Why did he uncloak? And now Goliath is going to try to get revenge, but there's a mine there! Oh, sorry, Goliath. No fun for you. And look, the sniper didn't even fully retreat. He just soft retreated. He's kept himself in the middle position now, and Symbi is ready to do some sniping of his own. Rest in peace, Mr. Wehrmacht Hans. He had 22 plus kills and went down.
Yeah, there's a problem now for Aimstrong in that he's getting pushed off by this Sherman. He needs a pack to counter the Sherman in combination with the Stug, but he also just lost his sniper, so he needs another sniper.
This Sherman does not want to go head-to-head with the Stug. The Stug's like a slow AT gun. You do not want to go head-to-head against it. The Sherman's in a bit of trouble. Oh, and Aimstrong decides to back off. Will he go in there and try to get the Sherman? Interesting that he hasn't upgraded any Shreks yet. Here's the squad coming with Shrek.
He must have quite a bit of munitions, I'm imagining, because he's had good control.
He's been spending them right, left, and center, man. He doesn't have any munitions. He's upgraded the Shrek. He's got, you know, these minesweepers. He's laying mines. He bought the, let's see, the Goliath has munitions too, isn't it?
Yeah, 125, so that's probably where a lot of it's gone. Oh, this is a great mines. I've got to say, Symbiosis' mines are just absolutely on point with this game.
Puma down.
That Puma died because it got hit a mine, got a destroyed engine. There was a mine that stopped the Grenadiers getting into that house just in front of it. Brilliant mines, all game long. They took out the half-track, they took out that Puma, they almost killed the whole Grenadier squad, they've stopped every push. The only thing they didn't get is the sniper. Yes,
Aimstrong's Grenadier squad with the Shrek was down to one man, so they could not give chase to that Sherman. It will be fully repaired. And, you know, this is feeling like a 1.4 fight. Sherman versus Stug. I am liking this.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see if we get a new sniper out or if we see a pack. Because he needs both, really. His infantry's going to be very vulnerable if he doesn't have a counter-sniper, and his Stug is going to be very vulnerable if he doesn't have a pack. Although Symbiosis doesn't know that, so he'll probably play cautiously with his Sherman for the moment.
Wow, double vet after only 9 kills on Symbi's sniper. Those Grenadiers really feed veterancy.
Oh, that's right. There's an Axis sniper actually out on the field. It's coming towards the middle VP now. I think he's... Is he going to try and get the counter-snipe? No, I think he's just going to continue to whittle away at rifles.
I don't know if he wanted to do that. That looked like a shot he didn't want to take necessarily, because immediately after that, it just felt like, oops, I shouldn't have taken that shot.
Well, we've got Armor Company selected from Symbiosis here. And he's gone for Allied War Machine. I think that's a good choice.
It's terror over here. Propaganda is already unlocked, and it's nice to see a good fight over here by the lumberyard. I really dig the layout of this VP, how the lumber is stacked in a circle around it. It gives the victory point quite a bit of prominence. Props to White Flash Reborn. He worked and reworked that area until it was, you know, interesting and you know, fun to look at and a good place for fighting. Lots of good cover over there.
Yeah, very good looking map. One of the interesting things is normally we see the US way far ahead in VPs. At the moment, Aimstrong's hardly lost any VPs. Symbiosis down to about 240. That's a big deal, because the Vermat late game is so much stronger than the US normally. He's going to have to make sure that he stays on top of these VPs, because Aimstrong's been all over them, even though I feel like he's behind.
Man, he's about to wipe that third VP now. It's going to be 2.5 to none. The second Stug is on its way out. It does indeed seem like Aimstrong is very comfortable, and it looks like Symbi's going to have to dig deep and pull something out of his sleeve to change the tide here.
I think he's struggling now because the vet infantry is so strong, and his tank hasn't had that much impact. Every time it's gone forward, it's been beaten back by the Stug. He's too scared to go around it because of the Shreks and the potential pack.
Why do you think Symbi always likes to bring his snipers so far west and north instead of, you know, at least being a threat to the Wehrmacht sniper who's always sort of right with the main force?
I assume it's because he knows that he's doing more damage if he's killing Grenadiers than if Aimstrong is killing Riflemen. That's the only logical explanation that I can have. But I personally would go for the counter snipe, because then it gives you free reign for such a long time and forces them to rebuild one. But
And just the presence of your sniper being in the main battle means the other sniper can't just sort of open fire. And now these two Stugs and Grenadiers are going against the Sherman, but somehow double vet rifles leading the way, and this one Sherman tank are holding their own.
Well, the Sherman's being repaired, but he's not chasing that Stug down. I think he really needs to kill these Stugs outright. If you go after a vehicle and don't kill it, you've wasted a lot of resources often. You need to kill it outright, otherwise you'll just get repaired.
Yeah, that's true, and these Stugs are, well, they're really hurt right now, but of course, well, the Sherman's fully healthy, but I don't know, when do you ever see a Sherman trying to take these Stugs on head-on? I mean, I guess he can't really go in for any kind of circle strafing action because he would just get eaten up by the Shrek squatted Grenadiers.
Yeah, and he's also worried about a cloaked pack maybe behind it. That's something I'd be worried about. We've got a Calliope out now. This Calliope barrage could knock out both Stugs if he gets it right.
Wow, Calliope at 23 minutes, fantastic. Can't wait to see how this comes. He's moving up to get a good position. He wants to fire somewhere where he's got nice LOS and get a real concentrated area of effect. These rifles are providing viz in the center. Let's see. Whoa, Allied War Machine popped for the Sherman and the Calliope. What's up, man? You got your trigger finger stuck or something? How come he's not firing? One Stug goes down, the Calliope finally fires. Oh, these Shrek friends are in trouble. It goes sailing over their heads. It could be the worst first Calliope shot ever. Did practically nothing. This one Stug is now double vet. He's going to back away. He's got the MG gunner suppressing these rifles that are attempting to give chase, but all of the Wehrmacht reinforcements and infantry are there, and I imagine that Symbi will pull them out as soon as possible.
Yeah, that was the worst Calliope barrage I think I've ever seen. It just sailed over that hedge, didn't hit the Stug once. I thought he was going to get both Stugs with it.
Sorry to interrupt, Razor, but we had a forced retreat on the sniper position and a counter-snipe attempt, but Simon missed the shot. Of course, the percentages are against you when the sniper is retreating, and the forced retreat snipe combo did not work for Aimstrong. Nice tactics, though, to even try it.
That shows me that he feels he's in a strong position if he's willing to spend the 100 munitions for what is about a 50-50 sort of chance, maybe a bit less.
Yeah, I mean, every time Aimstrong gets the munitions, he spends them on one ability or another. I've never seen him have over 100 munitions, and I really appreciate that. You know, this game, there's no good reason ever really to build up resources. I mean, some people have made up some excuses, but this is the kind of game where if you have manpower or you have munitions, you want it active on the field.
Absolutely, I agree. I think getting mines down, using Goliaths, using whatever you have, if you get a little bit of advantage, you can get more map control, you'll get the resources back. It's almost always worth spending your resources on something to make a difference right then and
Stickies and Shreks happening in the center. So much action. The Sherman's working up way up top on the left, just keeping Aimstrong pinned on that upper left part of his base. Symbi refuses to give away any of that territory up there. And this is just, oh, big Calliope shot coming in. The Stug's backing right up into the barrage of fire. He's probably going to take a lot of damage here. He's down to about 30%, but he's back by his base, so he'll hopefully get repaired. These guys are building the large armies that I like to see here. NTD, let's get a time check real quick. I'm at 26, 02, 03, 04, 05, 06. Are we in sync? Did you sync to me, or do we need to do it again? Yeah, all right. You try to sync up to me. I'm at 18, 19, 20, and there is action all across Argenton. I love how the Wehrmacht is still trying to get in deep on the right-hand side and harass that VP. It's Grenadiers against Flamers now, with a sniper there as well. And then up on the left, we've got this great tank battle going on. Here comes surely some stickies coming in on this double vet. So double stickies coming in. The timers are going off. I think somehow that Stug will indeed survive that. Oh, these Volks garrisoning this house. That could be the end of them. They got to get out of there and retreat. This little cone-shaped farmhouse. Dangerous place to be.
doesn't provide very good cover. That it's only light wood, so I don't think it provides very much cover at all for the infantry inside. It looks a bit like Symbiosis is cracking. I got to say, he double stickied that Stug, and the Sherman was completely idle in middle with its rear facing towards where the Stug would come from. He should have had it there immediately, circle strafe it, take it out. Otherwise, why throw the stickies in the first place?
I wonder when we're due for another Calliope barrage. I wish I could see the cooldowns on these guys. This Calliope hasn't fired in a bit. The Symbi sniper is approaching the center. Aimstrong's got most of his forces working in the north. There's only a understrength rifle squad there. As soon as they push them off, they should be able to cap that VP.
Yeah, we have another Sherman coming out and then upgun for the Shermans. When they get the upgun, they will be more effective against the Stug.
Triple vet American sniper now running fast, cloaked. He did it right out under the nose of that Stug, and it's MG Gunner on top. Love to see Trip vet in this game, no matter what the unit is. Wow, they're putting on quite a show for a game one here. I think we're in for a good series tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm amazed at the VP pressure that Aimstrong has maintained throughout this game. If he's winning or if he's losing the game, no matter what situation, he's maintained the VP pressure. It's going to be very difficult for Symbiosis to break him. He's going to need to kill both the Stugs outright and then deal with the King Tiger.
Oh, I wonder if we're going to get that far. Retread. I don't know what he means by that.
Symbiosis lost a rifle squad. I assume it was a bugged retreat. He was probably trying to throw a sticky and then pressed retreat, and it bugged out, and he lost the squad, which I think was double vet.
Right. He was trying to say retreat in the chat. No time to chat now. Time to fight. We got up gun Shermans now working on these Grenadiers. Interesting that Aimstrong never chose to build a pack. Do you think this could help him a lot? I mean, that would really make a massive no-go zone for the Sherman if he did. Instead, he's got up-gun Shermans here.
Yeah, I actually love the decision not to build a pack. As weird as it sounds, because it would zone out the Shermans from wherever it is at all. I think not building a pack has saved him a lot of manpower, and Symbiosis has clearly been worried the whole time about a pack, because his Shermans have played so passively, haven't done a big thrust up the middle at all, because they're scared of a potential pack.
I wonder if eventually Aimstrong's going to figure out that he should just sort of silently sneak his sniper over to the top left, because that's where Symbi is always sending his sniper. And I'm sure that if Aimstrong set it up properly, he could get a counter sniper over there.
Yeah, it's odd that he hasn't, because as you say, that sniper's been up there pretty much the whole game. It's just rotating between there and middle. But I think at this point he wants to just secure 2 VPs and stay on 2 VPs and get the win that way.
Man, this 2 Stugs versus 2 Shermans tank battle is sexy! I'm loving this, man. This is great. Here comes the second Stug to back up the first one. These Shermans are getting repaired. Man, they got their huge cannons, and it is just a flat-out tank battle. Calliope's firing in, taking off the roof of this one building. The Stug moving forward to avoid the barrage. Oh, here I am, here I go. Let's see, this Sherman is getting repaired so quickly, but the Grenadier Shrek from the other house comes in and does a lot of damage. Rifles get immediately suppressed by like an MG and 2 Stugs with MGs, not to mention a sniper picking them off. And that center VP is white, and it looks like it might just stay that way for a bit.
An elite heavy panzer has arrived in our reserves.
Yeah, the Shermans are doing absolutely nothing. He's got to crap or get off the pot. He's got to go in, kill the Stugs, or he's got to retreat. He's got Allied War Machine up, he's got crew repairs up. Go in, finish them. Don't trade shots with frontal armor Stugs. It's just never going to work out.
Well, they're going to have a bigger beast to deal with right quick. Here comes the King Tiger. Not only that, but somehow King Tiger and triple vet infantry popped almost at the same time. And when Aimstrong moves the King Tiger, both of these Stugs up. They need repairs, yes, okay. And all of this triple vet infantry, I just cannot see a way without like 4 or 6 M10s or something being added to Symbi's army that he could possibly deal with this.
Yeah, he doesn't even have the capability of building AT guns because he skipped the motor pool. And Lord help you trying to deal with the King Tiger without AT guns. I think that thing is going to roll onto a VP and sit there for the rest of the game.
Well put, well put. This reminds me very much of one of my splash screens. One of my favorite splash screens for Season 4 features a King Tiger fighting against 2 Sherman tanks right around the center VP of Argenton Crossroads.
I think what Aimstrong's doing there is crushing that hedge in the center so that that house has full coverage. If that's intentional, that's a really smart play using the heavy crush to take out that hedge so he's got a greater range of fire.
Just to extend the range on those Shreks. These Shreks from houses at long range do very well.
Yeah, surprisingly well. And I mean, there's 2 Shermans and a Calliope out at the moment. We're pulling up manpower, and I don't think he even knows what to build at this stage to try and stop these tanks.
Razor, I can't keep track of it all. We got a fight up on the left for the VP. We got a sniper getting force retreated in the center. That's a triple vet sniper. We got tanks strewn across. There's another little skirmish on the right for that VP. Oh, man, I just cannot keep up with these guys.
I think Symbiosis is struggling to keep up himself.
What happened?
Aimstrong lost a
MTD
sniper
reports that
to
a
a mine.
sniper went down?
So-
Oh, man.
I
Wow,
said
so
earlier
now
that
all we-
he hadn't got a mine. He hadn't got a sniper kill with a mine, but now he has. So he's pretty much taken out critical units throughout the game with mine.
If he's aware of it, if he knows that he can maybe have a moment of sniper dominance, this 28 kill triple vet American sniper who should probably be named, I think he's earned it, could really go to town.
Yeah, Symbiosis' micros is failing a little bit. He's struggling with the engagements on multiple sides, whereas Aimstrong doesn't seem to have missed a step. I haven't seen him make any miss micros at all on either side, and I've been flicking back between them. And I'm not having a micro or anything, and I'm struggling to keep track.
All right, well, I dubbed this triple vet American sniper George in honor of our analyst tonight.
That's very kind of you. I've never killed any Germans, but I'll take it.
Before I say something, whoa, my goodness, 3 upgun Shermans now coming and moving, and look at, they just can't put a scratch on this King Tiger. These frontal shots are just bouncing off its armor and not doing any damage. Even the Goliath, okay, it killed some pioneers in the back, that's good, and maybe it took 10-15% damage off the King Tiger, but man, these Shermans, I just don't think they're gonna fare well head to head.
Yeah, I think he needs to try and focus down. Yeah, he should have done this early. He needs to focus down the Stug, circle strafe it, kill a Stug, because he's going to Allied War Machine and get them both back. That's his plan. But make sure you get a kill for the Allied War Machine. Don't focus the King Tiger.
There, he did get that one critical Stug kill. That's very important. And now let's see if Aimstrong can be patient enough and focus the healthy Sherman and wait for the AWM to run out. Oh, squad lost at the top there.
They're losing territory.
Oh man, I'm trying to keep track of infantry, trying to keep track of tanks. Okay, AWM is off now, and that Sherman is down. So AWM will not be providing any free tanks for Symbiosis, but he did get that Stug kill. And the other Stug is
he
pretty
lost 2
out of
Shermans
commission.
for it, though. He lost 2 Shermans for the Stug kill. It's not a good trade for him. He was hoping that he'd be putting on enough pressure that Aimstrong would be forced to kill him even with AWM active, but once the first Sherman went down, 2 Shermans, one of them really wasn't doing any damage because it was just shooting frontal armor. So there was no need to kill him. He could just sit there and soak it up and then take it out afterward.
2 Flamer squads just kicked the pants out of some Volksgrenadiers in the south. This triple vet Sherman is still triple vet Sherman. What am I saying? Sniper. Aimstrong's got a counter sniper now. A Calliope barrage going in, beautifully placed, takes out the MG, does some damage to the tanks. Aimstrong's sniper lightfoots and narrowly avoids it. And George is back in the graveyard where he just must feel at home. I think his father was a caretaker.
Yeah, he's trying to hold that VP with pretty much just a sniper at the moment. He's not doing a bad job. He's getting a lot of damage done. These tanks in the center, the Axis tanks, very damaged. This would be the time to rush in. If he has a Hellcat, he has a Sherman, this is the time to try and pressure, kill that other Stug, damage the King Tiger to where it can't stay in the fight, has to retreat. He needs to do it now. He's running really low on VP.
Yep, he's down in double digits. He's got 94. Oh, Symbi's tanks are a little bit poorly positioned. They're showing their tail to the King Tiger, and the King Tiger's looking aggressive. There ain't no way to get it back if you lose it. Let's see how aggressive he's going to be. Oh, wow, these engineers are trying to focus. Oh, Allied War Machine popped. I'm very curious about that. I don't see how that tank's either going to go down or escape. What is he doing?
Yeah, this is what I mean. Looks like Symbiosis is cracking a little bit. He popped the Allied War Machine when his tank wasn't even moving, was facing the wrong way, had to turn around, bring it back in. There's no way Aimstrong's going to kill it now. He can see the icon as everyone else can.
He's getting close with this King Tiger, though. It is battled and bruised, but now that the infantry is there, this is going to be, short time for both of these tanks. Out of control.
George is dead.
One more shot from the Sherman. Oh, George died. Where did George die? Entity, tell me, please. I missed it.
During that engagement, brought up the sniper from Aimstrong, took him out in the background. Absolutely top-notch micro throughout the game from Aimstrong, I've got to say. Symbiosis doesn't look like he's capable of matching the micro skills of Aimstrong here.
How did he even save the Sherman, though? Really, I thought he'd lose both of those tanks.
Well, he had he's putting out his war machine to save it. He still lost the Hellcat. The King Tiger changed targets to avoid giving him a free tank. Now it's got to sit back and get repaired, and his VPs, it's going to be 3 against 0 in a second.
Prepare for counterattack.
Aimstrong's been very diligent with infantry preservation. He's got 3 Grenadier squads. He's still got his 2 original Volk squads. That is excellent unit preservation. I think it's one of Aimstrong's greatest strengths.
Yeah, in comparison, Symbiosis, none of his rifles have vet. All of his vet rifles have gone down. Makes it very difficult to fight in the late game without veterancy on your rifleman. And we've got the prop war now. I think I'm going to have to call it. I think it's done. I don't think he's going to be able to take VPs in time. Not with prop.
Not the dreaded pamphlets from above.
They're quite intimidating, those pamphlets. They make even the hardened rangers retreat.
No enemy in sight.
Yeah, they've got scary pictures on them.
They're losing territory.
It seems that things have slowed. We have a lot of hurt tanks, a lot of repairs being made by both parties.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Symbiosis has to throw units at VPs now, and Aimstrong has got time to repair his tanks. He can reinforce, and then he can make a big push. We have Pershing
He's down to
unlockable,
25.
but
He's
nowhere near the
managed to
manpower.
white them all. There's no drain at the moment. Okay, he's even capped 1, so the drain's going back towards the Americans finally. Americans favor. He's capped 2 now. If he can get this Pershing out, that would be just what the doctor ordered.
He's also struggling a bit on pop cap. I don't think he'd have the pop cap to call in the Pershing, even if he did have the manpower. No, he doesn't.
What is his manpower at the moment?
His manpower's 150 with a 235 income.
Oh, so we're not seeing a Pershing anytime soon.
Yeah, he's only got supply yard upgrade 1. I think not getting the motor pool, skipping straight to tank depot was a big mistake.
Another very mediocre Calliope barrage. He doesn't even manage to send away these Volks that are capping the center VP.
Yeah, I mean, even if you get Calliope barrage at this stage with 25 VPs left on your opponent, you stay in and try and take the cap, because you don't mind if you lose most of the Volk squad. If you get that cap, it's a big deal.
Okay, the drain is flattened out right now. 1 VP each and 1 white VP. We are static. We have the King Tiger. Wow! Just a massive shot. Reflects off the front armor and the Stug, killing 2 Pioneer Squad. And crew repairs are popped now. This Sherman, KT is... Whoa! The Sherman is leading the KT into another Sherman. Both of them going crew repairs. And the KT is getting dangerously low. These Shermans are looking aggressive. Maybe they smell a kill here?
I don't think so. I think he's going to have to... No, I think he'd have to go completely all out to kill it. And as you can see from the Stug behind that, he's not committing his Shermans. He's really not committing his Shermans at all this whole game. Of course, just as I say that, he's going to try and commit one of his Shermans.
Well, why just 1 though? What's the other one doing? Getting repairs? Come on, send them both. What the hell?
Yeah, he needs to get kills.
Oh, the Calliope too deep again. He might get the Stug though. Doesn't even get the Stug. I really thought he would have it. Oh, it's getting so desperate now with only 25 VPs left.
I have no idea how that Stug survived through that. There's craters surrounding every single part of it.
Great hits from the Shermans though. One of them goes down. They've been laying heavy shells in on these Grenadiers. Rifles in way too deep. A Grenadier squad actually dies trying to retreat. The Rifles will surely die trying to retreat. No, I think they're going to make it, but both Shermans are now down. Any chance at all? We're about to flip the center VP. Got 25 ticks.
We've got nothing on the field, really. We got some very damaged infantry
Manpower,
squads.
Pershing, any chance?
Pershing is getting closer. He's at 550, but even with the Pershing out, I don't think it's going to make enough difference.
You know, with Armor Company, you really don't have any of these like nifty abilities. There's no way to force retreat. There's no off-map arty call-in. You know, there's no like I win button that you can press when somebody's capping your VP.
Yeah, no strafe, no off-map arty, no howitzer. You've got to rely on having tanks out on the field. And I don't think he uses tanks correctly. I honestly think that you need to, be more aggressive, make sure you get the kills on the Stugs rather than taking damage and retreating the whole time.
A great Cali shot, but that is a veteran King Tiger. He just seems to swallow up any kind of damage. And look at these two little pioneers that Simon has sent to harass that right VP, and they might be the winners of this round here.
Yeah, we see Symbiosis sending out one-man squads now. He knows it's done. He's sending out one-man squads to try and fight.
Single digits, center VP whited. That's 2 in the favor of Aimstrong. The drain is going to be so quick now. And Symbiosis throws in the GG. What a hell of a game 1 we've got here, guys. This is just the first game of a best of 5, and it has been a gem. NTD, please show us that video. The Axis wins. So, Razor, a quick wrap-up before we go to the break?
Well, I tipped Symbiosis to win beforehand, but I gotta say, Aimstrong, Simon's micro was sublime all across the map. Great minds from Symbiosis, slowing him down, but Aimstrong just kept engaging on multiple fronts, kept doing it perfectly. Symbiosis seemed to struggle. His choice not to go motor pool, rather to go tank depot, a bit dubious in my opinion. Armor Company not used to its full effectiveness, too passive with his tanks, especially with upgun. Needed to have bigger balls, I think.
You heard it here first, folks. Sublime play and not big enough balls. Stick with us. You don't want to go away now. When we come back, we're giving away that first beta key, and you have to be present to claim it. So, Yoink and Razor, and I am AmiPolizeiFunk. We will return shortly. Glad to have you here on Sunday Night Fights. We'll be right back.